This conference will now be recorded.
So we will be starting our main topic, that is in-house repair process configuration. So in our earlier sessions, we have covered the in-house repair process, end-to-end process we have covered. Now in this session, to execute that process end-to-end, what configuration settings we need to do at the back end, we will cover. So the back-end configuration we will cover in this session. Okay. So basically the topics that we are going to cover there, we will see in-house repair process overview. I'll just explain the in-house repair process on a high level, which we covered already. Okay. Then configuration settings related to in-house repair process. What configuration settings we are supposed to do? So most of the configuration settings are related to SD, sales and distribution module, but we will cover action box configuration for repair order generation from notification. That action box configuration I will show you. Okay. Item category determination in repair order. So from the notification, we create a repair order. In that repair order, how the item category is determined, we will see that. Then repair procedure assignment to item category. So in the item category, the repair procedure is assigned. That also I will show you. Then functions of repair procedure. We will see in-depth configuration of repair procedure. Then service order type determination. So from the repair order, we will be creating a service order. So during that, how the service order type is determined, that configuration settings we will see. And then schedule lines determination, how the schedule lines are determined. Okay. So these are the topics we will be covering in this in-house repair process configuration. So most of the configuration is from SD module. Okay. So if you know the configuration settings, that is enough as a CS consultant. Okay. So before going into the configuration settings, I will show you the overview of in-house repair process. This we have covered already in our earlier sessions, end-to-end process. But before going into configuration, I'll just show you the high-level overview of the process. So basically, whenever customer informs about a faulty product, we will be creating a service notification. Okay. From the service notification, okay, as this is an in-house repair process, to receive the material back to the plant, we will be creating a repair order. Okay. Against this repair order, we will be creating a inbound delivery using that we will do the PGR, post goods receipt. Okay. After that, from the repair order, once the material is received, we will be creating a service order. To repair the product, we will do the service order, create the service order, and once the service order activity is completed, once the repair activity is completed, again we will be delivering the product back to the customer using outbound delivery, and then followed by the billing. So this is the business process basically. This we have covered already extensively in our repair in-house repair process. Okay. So basically, the process we covered is we'll create a service notification. From the service notification, we create the repair order. Using the repair order, if we are proceeding with the repair activity, we will be creating a service order. Service order. Okay. Once the service order activity, when the repair activity is completed, again against this repair order, we will be doing the uh, outbound delivery. We'll be delivering the product back to the customer. Okay. So this is the documents we are going to create in the in-house repair process. Okay. So first, what I will do, I will execute the process side by side. I will be showing you the configuration part. Okay. So let me go to the system. Okay, this is, I'm logging into S4 HANA system. Okay. So I have already created the required data for it. Okay. So I just created a equipment with material code and some serial numbers. Okay. I'll go to that first. Okay, this is the material. If I go execute, if you see here, these are the serial numbers, this is the material number, and these are the equipment codes of them. And if you see, the first one is already at the customer location. If you see, the status is ECUS at customer location. Suppose if you go to this equipment, okay, this equipment is at customer location, ECUS. If you click on the I button, at customer site. Okay, so this we have sold to the customer already. Okay, and if you go to, this is the customer sold to party, this is the customer to which this product has been sold, equipment. Okay, and this is the serial number, and this is the material. We have covered already this also extensively. So now let's say the customer has complained about this product. Okay, so first step, we will be creating a notification. So what I will do, I'll open one more session. So in this session, I'll open the configuration. Okay. Next, in another session, side by side, I'll execute the process. So first step, what we did is we will create a notification, IW51, create a service notification. Okay. So here I'll create problem notification, S1, enter. Okay. Here, in-house repair process. Okay. Now enter the equipment. So what is the equipment? This is the equipment. Okay. This is the equipment. Take the equipment, enter the equipment, enter. Okay, now here the service notification configuration we have already covered in detail earlier. Okay, how to define these tabs. Okay, all the how to define this, all these tabs, all those things we have covered already. Service notification configuration, priorities, all these things we have covered in the notification configuration. Okay, so now a notification we are creating it. Okay, here you see, I'll assign the priority. Okay, I have assigned the priority. Okay, so reported by, I'll put my name, put my ID. Okay, now you see, I have entered the equipment, and from the equipment master, everything got copied. You see, the customer sold to party, all that information got copied. Okay, so now this is okay, this is breakdown, that's fine. Okay, so now I will save the notification. So notification is created. Okay, so the notification number range configuration also we have covered in the notification configuration. Now go to change mode, enter. Okay, so now I'll put the notification in process. Okay, notification in process. Save it one more time. So now from the notification, to return to receive the product back to our site, our plant, we will be creating a repair order. Okay, so to create a repair order, we will be clicking on this button in the action box. So this action box configuration we need to understand. So to see the action box configuration, again you need to go to uh, notification configuration. So here, go to plan maintenance and customer service, maintenance and service processing. Okay, maintenance and service notifications. Okay, here notification creation, go to notification content. Okay, sorry, go to notification processing. Here in the notification processing, here you have additional functions. Here you have define action box. So here you need to do the config. Okay, so go to define follow-up functions. Okay, what is our notification type? S1. Go to S1 notification type. This is a notification type we are using. Go to activities. So here, if you see here, you have an option called repair order. Repair order. So select this, go to details. Okay, 500. This might put 600. Okay, so now here, create repair order. So here, this is the function module. This function module basically will create the repair order. Okay, this is the standard SAP